Today on Eagle Nation News, it looks like we have a very impactful show in store. First up, Spot Pet Salon does more than just groom dogs. Riley McDermott takes a paw at their mission. Next up, Flicks by Jay is run by a young but experienced photographer. Gretchen Seipert captures what keeps him going. And finally, this couple sees each other at home and at work. Nuala Adams explores their dynamic as PHS basketball and track coaches. All of this and more on today's edition of Eagle Nation News. Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Christina Krasnova.
And I'm Landon Byroms, bringing you this week's news. ENN starts
right now.
Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us here again at Studio 301.
Today is Thursday, October 3rd. It is a sunny day here in Prosper with a high of 94 degrees and a humidity of 49%. There's a very little chance of rain and no clouds, so it is truly another beautiful day.
And we're here on a Thursday instead of a Friday because tomorrow we have a pep rally. It'll be our third pep rally of the year, and it is camo theme. So make sure you all show up in your camouflage.
It is so refreshing to do something fun like this since most of you guys watching had your PSATs yesterday.
Something that actually helps me with my stress after tests is spending time with my family and pets. Riley McDermott takes a look into how Pet Salon creates a bonding experience between pet owners, groomers, and their furry customers.
Prosper is quickly growing with stores popping up everywhere, and one small business has a unique perspective on the relationship between its groomers and their furry friends.
We take this place way more seriously than just a grooming salon. It's more you come in here and you're sharing your family member with us, and we take that very seriously, and they become one of our family members.
To keep this unique relationship, it's important to have an environment with skilled groomers.
I felt like we as professional tradesmen, because that's what we are, could provide a higher quality service with a higher level of professionalism.
And customers have noticed this professionalism in the salon.
They're just so friendly here. It's nice to be able to bring your pet and be able to bathe them by himself and not at home. And they provide everything for you here.
Spot Pet Salon and Wash has been open for 7 years and is still thriving with its positive impact on their customers and groomers.
It's important to me to be able to create an environment where I can grow my groomers to see themselves as professionals, to respect themselves as professionals, and really thrive.
This professional environment has gone a long way in creating a meaningful connection between the dogs and groomers. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Riley McDermott.
You can see what Spot Pet Salon and Wash has to offer on their Instagram at Spot Pet Salon.
This salon is located on Coleman, right down the street from our school. They just celebrated their 7th year anniversary in August.
That's right, and I guess we're all about celebrating this week. Elsa Meyer is on scene to tell us more about how our town is celebrating fall.
Thanks, Christina. Prosper's Frontier Park hosts many different events throughout the year, including sporting events, parties, and get-togethers. And one of those is taking place this weekend. Celebrate Prosper is the town's annual fall community party and is a great chance to get to know your neighbors. The night will be filled with live entertainment, music, exhibits, vendors, and plenty of activities for all ages. The free event will also be offering complimentary food and drinks, so don't wait. If you're into country music, this is also a perfect opportunity for you because country music singer Josh Weathers will be headlining the event. Be sure to make your way over to the large pavilion at Frontier Park from 4 to 8 p.m. on October 5th to take part in this amazing night. What do you guys back at the desk think of this fun event?
I can't wait to go. If you're interested in learning more about Celebrate Prosper, be sure to go to prospertexas.gov/celebrateprosper for more information.
If you aren't able to make this event, don't worry. Prosper holds community events around once a month to help us make that small town feel big.
It's easy to lose that feeling with Prosper continuing to go every single day.
And Hollywood drama is growing now more than ever. Stay tuned, Talent Talk is next.
Interested in a nationally recognized student organization? FCCLA helps members develop leadership and essential life skills like planning, goal setting, and communication that's useful at home and work. If you'd like to learn more, join the FCCLA interest meeting today at 4:15 p.m. in room 1110. This month we are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th. We honor the rich cultures, histories, and contributions of Hispanic and Latino Americans. This month is a time to recognize the diverse backgrounds and achievements of individuals from various Hispanic countries, including Mexico, Puerto Rico, Cuba, the Dominican Republic, and many more.
New releases to new marriages, Hollywood is buzzing.
Maddie Kep is in studio to give us the updates.
Thanks, Christina. It's wedding season in Hollywood, and Millie Bobby Brown and Jake Bon Jovi have officially tied the knot for the second time. I guess you could say, so nice, they married twice. Millie Bobby Brown and Jake Bon Jovi said "I do" for a second time in a lavish ceremony in Italy, complete with multiple outfit changes for both the bride and groom. Back in May earlier this year, the couple's first wedding was a, quote, low-key ceremony, but that obviously wasn't the case for the second ceremony based off the photos the couple posted to Instagram. Millie Bobby Brown also took to Instagram with a few wedding photos reading the caption, "Forever and always, your wife." Fans flooded the comments within minutes congratulating the happy couple. On the other side of Hollywood, sparks are flying as fans of the Australian band Coldplay are scared they'll lose something they can't replace. The band's 10th album, Moon Music, drops tomorrow. Unfortunately, the lead singer of the band has announced that the group will only be releasing 12 albums, but the 12-album limit didn't come out of nowhere. Chris Martin explains it was inspired by some of the band's biggest influences. Another reason that plays into the limit is because Martin wants his bandmates to be able to say Viva La Vida in the end. Until then, we have 2 more albums, and I know me and a ton of other fans cannot wait to see what they do with their last few albums. But the clocks are ticking for the arrival of the 10th album tomorrow. As some are planning to leave the stage, rising pop star Chappell Roan, who recently vocalized her struggles with fame, has returned to the stage after canceling festival appearances last week in New York and Maryland. Chappell posted last week saying, "I feel pressures to prioritize a lot of things right now, and I need a few days to prioritize my health. I want to be present when I perform and give the best possible shows. Thank you for understanding. Be back soon, XOXO." But don't worry, she's back for ACL with her saying, "I hope you know that you are wanted here and welcome here, however you are." After all the hate she got for canceling her shows last week, with fans saying she's not cut out for fame, it was super important for her shows to be a place that fans could come and feel supported. But I would love to know what your thoughts are back at the desk.
Oh, I would be so mad if I paid for tickets and the artist just canceled.
There are so many upcoming concerts in DFW like ACL, Sabrina Carpenter on the 30th, and Usher, who actually plays tonight at American Airlines Center, where there are going to be so many special moments that you are going to want to capture.
And one PHS student works day and night to capture those memorable moments. Gretchen Seipert takes a picture of the impact of Flicks by Jay.
High school is a time for trying new hobbies, but one student at Prosper High School is turning his into a profession.
Flicks by Jay is a photography account that I started like a couple months ago. It's kind of hard to get your name out there because photography isn't really like that big of a profession.
Jay faces many challenges of being a young photographer.
The disadvantage is because of my age, not many people are taking me seriously. Like, oh, he's just a kid, he's not gonna be good. But like, I know a lot of people who just hate taking photos because they always think they look so bad. My dream is to like make sure everyone loves the photos that I take.
Despite his age, he is able to connect with his clients to give them the best experience possible.
He has a message behind the art, and not every photographer will honestly care about the work they create, but he does. Every photo tells a story, and not everyone can do that. Even if someone did not know Jay, they would still have a fun time with him. He's very charismatic and makes it a very easy process.
It's not really about what age you're doing, it's just what are you doing. Usually, whenever I try and connect with my customers, I just try getting them out of their comfort zone, because most of the best photos are like you as you, but like I know if I'm like a new person you've never met, you're probably not gonna want to act yourself. So the best strategy is to try and get them to open up.
Jay will continue his photography business in the future and hope to spread his business one shoot at a time. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Gretchen Seipert.
If you would like to see more of Jay's work or schedule a photo shoot, go to his Instagram or TikTok at FlixByJay.
Jay is only 15 years old and he is already booking gigs. It's very impressive.
And as Prosper is going to impress us once again with the Battle of the Birds coming up tomorrow. Stay tuned, Game Time is up next. We are so close to kick off Prosper versus Rock Hill.
Colton Boston is in studio to cover that and more.
Thanks, Christina. Let's head off this week's Game Time with tennis to round off their season as they played against Plano West on the road. However, in the end, unfortunately, the Eagles didn't bring home the win, losing 17-2, and they'll end their season with a record of 6-9. Also rounding off the regular season was water polo on Tuesday, with both the boys and the girls facing off against Marcus. And after a hard-fought game, sadly the boys and the girls couldn't bring home the win, with the boys losing 16-2 and the girls losing 20-7. However, both teams have made the playoffs, so good luck to them. And now looking ahead to tomorrow, their Lady Eagle volleyball team will be heading off to McKinney Boyd to face off against the Broncos. Varsity starts at 6:30. Good luck to the volleyball team. And now rounding off Game Time is the Pride of Prosper matchup, Prosper versus Rock Hill. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and it is going to be a great game for a relatively new matchup between just the two teams, as this is just the third time this game is being played ever. In the past two times, Prosper's won it. Last year, Prosper won 34-28, and the year before, Prosper swept the game 49-0. I'm really excited to see this game, and not only is football a huge part of Prosper, but so is family involvement, and two staff members are taking this to a new level. Neil Adams has a story of a coach with a special connection at PHS.
As cross-country season heats up, a new coach hits the track with a passion for the sport.
I had coached track before. The opportunity presented itself last year that there would be an opening, and I was really, really interested in getting back into track and field, and it was tied to cross-country, and that was new to me. So that's kind of how I jumped into it, and now I'm just in love with it.
Coach Alford's great. She's a spark that we needed. The kids love her to death. They've listened to me for 7 years now. With her being new, she has a different look and view on things. I mean, I don't look at this as me being head coach, her as my assistant. I'll tell her all the time, this is our team. We just work together at it.
And Coach Delaney also works with someone who is very close to her heart.
We went to a pretty small college, and it was kind of new to me coming from Colorado. He came over and saw one of the movies that I had, I think, asked to borrow it because he really liked it, and everybody hated that movie. And and I was like, oh, he's great. He's going to be my friend.
Everyone's like kind of stuck in their bubble. She had a view of different things and didn't just live within this bubble. So it was just nice and easy to talk to her, and I enjoyed being around her. And
it was much nicer than my movie thing.
With their basketball and track schedules, coaching can get in the way of family time.
With coaching, the time that we spend or see each other at home, it's very small. Getting to see my wife at school, it's nice. I always know where she's going to be, or our conference periods align, and we get to have some time there or things like that.
There's not very many couples that work at the same school like this. He can encourage her at her job. She gets to go encourage and support him at his job.
Through their partnership in and out of school, the Alfords reflect the Prosper motto.
We have been able to kind of build a family outside of our family, not only for us, but also for our son. It's just the atmosphere and the culture that Prosper High School brings. And so I think that that's been a huge blessing, is being able to kind of develop that family circle with so much of Prosper.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Nuala Adams.
If you want to support the Alfords, cross country has an upcoming regional meet in late October, and basketball season will start up in November.
And that's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Thank you for letting us tell your stories once again. I'm Landon Byram.
And I'm Christina Krasnova. Have a great weekend, and go Eagles!